Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Maker's Quest sprints. I don't know what I'm going to quite work on. If I can find my cross stitch, I will work on that. Until then, I do have my reading journal that I'm trying to set up for future months. So I figured I'd go ahead and set it up, and then when the time comes, because this one will start in July, then I've already got a couple of months set up. So right now I'm working on September. I already have July and August. So now I'm doing September, which is a coffee theme, because I'm going to need all the coffee by then. But that is what I have planned so far. We're probably going to be doing some lunch, some reading journal setup, and if I can find my cross stitch, then I will do cross stitch. Because this house is still in disarray, but we're making progress. So hopefully, we can get things done. Let's see who all is here before we get into our first sprint. I got a text message. That was my husband answering my question, so I sent him a quick reply. Let's see. Molly is here. So good to see you, Alicia. It's been forever. I know. How have you been? Allie says, hello, Alicia and chat. I'll be cutting things out for mom and then a coloring page when I finish that. Ooh, what kind of coloring page, you say? I do have a lot of those as well. I have also, if I can find them, I usually have some sort of, well, actually, I can show you for August. For August, I usually do like a full page sticker type of thing. I might add a few other things here. But then I also added a coloring sheet because August for us is back to school month. So I added a little coloring sheet. And I color those according to what I feel they are representative of. So if I think math is red or blue, then I color that book for that. Hello, Nina. How are you? Let us know what you're reading or working on. Ren is here. Hello, everyone. Nina says, I got to do some things around the house, so I'll be in and out. Perfect. No worries with that. I am here until 3 p.m. So Ren says, we'll be taking a break from reading, then I'll be starting Kingdom of Ash. You are way farther than me. I am on Crown of Midnight, and I haven't really been able to read it, so I'm in the very beginning of Crown of Midnight, but I will get there. I will get caught up. I might have to just binge it and get caught up that way, but I will be there because I would like to finish Throne of Glass series before or just as they are starting ACOTAR series for Jen and Jesse's Massverse. So we'll see. But I'm also trying to put the library back together, so that's kind of cutting into my reading time. Allie says it's a castle with fairies. Ooh, that's cool. You'll have to post a picture on Discord when you're all done. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our thing here. Today's spirit is a little crafty one. We have the little arachnid spider. And it's a rainbow. So I figured we could use that one. If people get squeamish about him, then we can change it in the next sprint. We do have others, but I figure I'll give you a close-up of him. This little guy, see, he's all rainbow, and so I'm going to use him for the first sprint, and we'll see how it goes. I figured we could sit out by the window and have sunlight, and I set up my character so she's crafting. Let's see. Oh, apparently husband tried to call. So I will, let me see real quick, and then we'll go to sprint. In Discord, if you're doing it under mine, you could put it in crafty projects under the showcase area, because that's kind of crafty. All right. I am going to put us into a sprint and call my husband back. So 45 minutes on the clock, and I will see you guys back afterwards. All right. How did we do on that first sprint? I managed to finish decorating the, I guess, monthly cover page and the goals page. So that's what it looks like. Hopefully you can see all of it. I might still add a few pieces on this one, but I think for the most part I am done. I'm debating because I do have this girl with a cup of coffee, and I could possibly fit her in somewhere or save her for a different page. And then husband came home, so I talked to him for a little bit. And I also made lunch for me and the kids. I have to go get mine because it's in the microwave. And that is about all I did for the 45 minutes. And then I went down a rabbit hole of trying to find fairy doors, like stickers. So I'm trying to see if they have ones that are like the door and then maybe like one or two windows. They have ones that you can just like hang. You have to put a nail or screw in and hang it. But I don't want to do that for what I'm going to use it for. I just want to have it as like a sticker. So we keep looking. Worst case scenario, I just do the doors. But that will be shared later on when I get them set up. So let's see what everybody else got up to, and then we will go into our next sprint. This was our last comment. Allie was asking where to post her coloring page, and I said in Discord there's a showcase section, and I believe I told her to put it in like the crafty area because it's a craft, it's coloring. So, and she said she will post it there. We had Andy come in. Hello, hello. Let us know what you're reading or working on, or if you're just stopping by. Allie says hello to Andy, and Andy says hello to Allie. Daniela is here. Hi, Alicia. Just stopping by from my sprints to hit the like and say hi. I will have to get your link, and so we can all come by and say hi as well. But hello. Hopefully your sprints are going well. Molly said I read poetry. Ooh, very nice. Allie says I posted my current stop of my coloring page in the crafty corner of your Discord, Alicia. Awesome. I will go check that out. And Daniela says, oh my God, I love your shirt. Thank you. It is one of my favorite shows. I have this one, and then my husband found one that is like a baby blue color, but it says Dragonfly in. So I'll have to wear that one day on sprints, but this is like my go-to my go-to shirt. Allie says, ooh, what poetry did you read? And that was to Molly. Yes, let us know what poetry you read. So how do we feel about our spirit? Are we okay with the arachnid? Do we need to change it? I do feel like I need to change to the garden area. I don't know. It's very hot outside, though. So now I'm just kind of like, maybe we stay inside. And Andy says going to watch some videos and do a bit of coffee sipping. Nice. I have drank the coffee this morning. I am all set. I am doing a coffee theme for one of the months in my reading journal. So I thought I had like a set of washi tape. I have this one, right? I have this one that has like the coffee things on it, but this is not like, this is all one. So I would have to individually cut them out. And I thought I had one that was like pre-cut. So I will use this if I need to, but we shall see. I'm going to continue to look. And I thought I had more stickers of coffee stains and things. So we're going to look. We're going to look. Daniela says, I've been wanting to get some Gilmore Girl merch because it is my favorite show, but never got to it. Amazon has a lot of things. My husband last Christmas got a whole bunch of Gilmore Girls. He bought me this pouch, the zipper pouch. I have coasters that say Luke's on it. This is just where I store everything. I have Dragonfly Inn stickers. And I also have Luke's stickers. And he also got me a keychain that says, where you lead, I will follow. That is for Gilmore Girls. And it's on the other side. It's made to look like a motel key. So it says Dragonfly Inn, and I am room number 9, apparently. I will take it. So there are a whole bunch of fun things on Amazon that have to do with Gilmore Girls. Just FYI. And I even have a light that I hung on my wall that has the Luke's coffee cup design. So if you can find it, Amazon will probably have it. Because I have a lot of it. Olivia is here. Hello, Olivia. How are you? And she says hi to everyone. Was your kid's name? Yes. Expelled exactly like the show. Although I've discovered that each of the Loreleis in the show has a different middle name. One of them, I believe, was Lee. The other one was Victoria. And then I chose Elizabeth. So, because I didn't know that they had different middle names, but I liked the name enough. And the story is that because my husband got the namesake for our son, then I got to choose the girl's name, and I absolutely love the name. So, because of that show. Olivia says, I'm scheduling more Maker's Quest sprints for tomorrow. Ooh, nice. I'll have to pop in and say hello. Hopefully get some crafting done. Although my crafting for tomorrow may be building bookcases and painting. So we'll see. If you guys are in my Discord, and I'll post a link in a little bit if you aren't, in my Discord I have what's called an unplanned library renovation. Most of you guys know what happened, but I've been posting pictures, and we just got the first bookcase in the library. So it is absolutely huge, but I am loving it, and I'm loving the color. So I cannot wait to build, paint, and move in the others, because once they are fully like dried and cured, then I can start putting my books back on the shelf. So then that means my house gets cleaned up in the process. So I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Wait, so it's spelled yes. Because people were spelling it, yeah. That's, I think, the original spelling. And there's also a song called Lorelei, but it's with that spelling. Mine is with the AI at the end. So, yeah. But that's how they spell it in the show, is the LAI instead of the LEI. But all of my family members, myself included, we all have names that people love to spell differently. So, it fits. She fits right in. So, but yeah. That is all I see on the chat. I don't see any others coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and put us into another sprint, and I'm going to eat my lunch and then continue doing my book journal. because I would like to get September set up before the end of sprints today. So, 45 minutes on the clock. Hold the phone. Kelly is here. Happy time zones, my friend. I've got my cross stitch ready and my audio book set. Ooh, what you listening to? And you're just in time because we're getting ready to go to the second sprint. I've dished out lunch. I just got to eat mine and then we'll finish journaling. I'm going to do journaling today. I still can't find my cross stitch. It's somewhere in this vicinity. I'll probably find it after the fact, but I'll have it ready for next time. All right. Kelly is here. We're going into a sprint. Let me pull up the timer so you can actually see it. And I will see you back in 45 minutes. Happy crafting! Hello. How did we do? How did we do on that sprint? I talked to my dad. He was asking for my advice about something financial. Because he is starting to do projects at his house. And then, because he's doing a project, they were only going to do one project a month, but apparently he's been roped into doing a second project this month. So he feels he is off financially. So I gave him options as to what to do to get back on track. So we'll see what happens and see if he takes it. I finished my lunch and I got the kids to clean up their lunch. They are wanting to go into the pool later. I don't know. I should have talked to the pool guy. I don't know if he had to add chlorine or not. Because if they did, then they have to wait an hour. If he didn't, then they're good to go. But I didn't get to talk to him. I saw him, but I did not get to talk to him. So we shall see. I guess once they send the report in the email, then I'll see if they added chlorine or not. But the kids want to go in the pool later. So worst case scenario, I let them play outside and then they can get in the pool after an hour. So that is that. Let's see what everyone got up to. And I think we had one or two people come in. Kelly came in. This was our last comment. She was just joining us before we went into that sprint. She's going to do cross stitch and have an audio book. This is the book that she is reading. Alatso, is that how that's pronounced? By Darcy Little Badger. Let me know. And this was me responding. Gotcha. Happy reading. And then this is when I ate lunch, so I went off camera because you guys don't need to see that. Al popped in. Hey, Al, how are you? How's the new library coming along? This is one of my friends. I have like a Facebook chat, and so he's in that chat with me and a bunch of other people. This is me responding, like, hey, how are you? And I sent a picture in the chat. Agent T is here. Hello, I am back from the shop. How did it go? Somehow I bought less than what was on the list. Did they not have everything? Maybe they were out of stock of certain things, but I'm glad it went well. Sounds like. I need to do that tomorrow. Maybe I will pray and manifest the let me buy less than what's on the list as well. I do have to go through and make sure that I get rid of anything that is expired or not good. I guess that's the same thing as expired. Well, you know what I mean. Like, get rid of all the bad things and put in fresh things. So I'll do that, and I go grocery shopping tomorrow after Saturday morning momentum, and then we'll most likely be building bookcases again. Because if we can buy the wood, build it, I'll paint it Sunday, and then it will sit for a couple of days to dry, and then we'll put that one in the library, and then we'll just slowly move down the wall until we have them all in. And then I've got to carry all the books back in there and organize them. Lots of things to do. Livia is here. Hi, Agent T. Hi, Kelly. Agent T says, I just changed my mind on some things. Fair. And Agent T says, hi to Livia. Livia says, I did some admin stuff and working on Canva. Ooh. I need to start working on Canva more. I've done like one or two things, but I'm not very familiarized with it. So I'm still learning. But I did finish, because I'm doing reading journal stuff right now. So I did finish the, can you see it? I did do the goals sheet, and now I am doing the lines for the calendar. So you can see some of them are pencil, and then some of them are blacked. Got black on them because I am tracing the pencil, and then I can finish decorating the page. And I found a spot for that girl with the coffee cup, so it works out. But we're just sitting here drawing lines for the calendar, making sure that they're nice and straight. Because I probably should use my dining room table because this table is not big enough for the laptop and the journal. But once the library is back together, then I will have my little table in there, and that's usually where I do my journaling and my diamond painting. So it's just going to take some time to get everything back in order. But now that I have the lines drawn, that's what it's going to look like. And now I can finish decorating it and say that it is for September. And I probably need to clean my rulers because there's already a line on the opposite page. Remember, when doing a reading journal, you have to clean the sides of your rulers. Otherwise, you get black marks from the markers. I mean, if you like that aesthetic, that's okay. You can use it, but I've already gotten ink on me, so I will clean my rulers. All right. Shall we go into another sprint? I don't see any other comments. And this will probably be our final sprint because I am to finish at 3 o'clock. And then I know Kelly starts her sprints for the Gay Shit Readathon at 4. So I'll put in the link for those when we get closer to leaving. No, do we have an admin? Do we have admin in here? I don't see any. I don't have a mod? I will have to make one. But we are going to go into our final sprint. Let me put the banner. The banner is up. And I will see you guys back in 45 minutes. Can we please All right. How did everyone do on that sprint? That was our finale, our final sprint. How did everybody do? I got a couple more pages done. So you guys saw that I had the majority of it done. That's the beginning of the month and then the September goals. And then we went through and we added the calendar and the TBR page. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but on the calendar, there's like pink gold foiling letters for the days of the week. I thought those were cute. I could just show you the sticker sheet, but that's what they look like. So we did the days of the week for that. And then I just finished the first half. This is my reading challenge page. So I'm trying to like get the camera to see it without it looking like that or, way back here. But that is the page. This is where I write down what book I read, how many pages, and what it quote unquote earned me. Because I have my whole reading challenge thing, though I have been neglecting it. So I'm hoping to reboot it in July. So that's why these pages are going in. So when this section of pages is done, it will look something like this. Not this scheme, but it has the sheet where I write down the title and the page number. And then over here, we have extra reads. So if I go beyond the 14 titles that I have here, if I read any more than that, which you guys know I don't typically, but if I do, then extra reads go here. And for every 5th book I read, then I earn a wrapped book. So anything that gets unwrapped goes in this column because they were wrapped and I earned them. So I unwrapped them. I'll say what number it was and what the title was that got unwrapped. And then that title gets added to the next month's TBR. So for example, if I read 10 books in August, which is doable because kids go back to school, but if I read 10, then that means I earned 2. So I would write those titles down and they would go on my September TBR first and foremost before I create any other books for the TBR. So that is where I'm at currently. But now I have to stop and sort of clean up because the kids are out in the pool. And while I am keeping a close eye on them, they want to go into the bigger portion of the pool because we have a pool and then we have like a spa portion. Right now they're in the spa portion. It doesn't get heated up, so it's not like a jacuzzi type temperature. It's just whatever temperature is in the pool now, which is probably about 75, 80 degrees. So I can keep an eye on them through the camera and through the door. So they are okay. But I said once I'm done here, then I will go outside. Then they can go into the big pool. They have their life jackets on, so they are okie dokie. But let's get through the comments so that I can go skedaddle and go out there. And then I'll see you guys in the chat for Kelly's. So let's see, where did we leave off? I believe Livia was the last comment we had. She did some admin stuff and she's working on Canva. I need to do more practice with that. In my opinion, it's not as user-friendly, but I've been told don't give up because once you get used to it, then you can create a whole bunch of things. And that's what I want. So we'll see. Kelly said she watched a video while sewing instead of listening to her book. Still productive, but. And then Molly was like, what? Here I am. Did you get lost? I hope not. This is the link to Kelly's live that starts at 3 o'clock her time, 4 o'clock my time. I am in Eastern. She is in Central. Kelly said that's my live in a couple of hours. Yep. And I think that's what she wanted posted. Yes. If you hadn't got it, I would have done it. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. Molly says, ooh, Kelly, you said 3 o'clock so many times I forgot you meant Central Time. Thanks for the link, though. I'm camped out in front of your door. Do funny. Agent T says, thanks, Molly. I didn't realize it was Central Time either. Yes. Always remember that Kelly is Central Time and I am Eastern Time. So, no worries, no worries. Molly says, no problem, friend T. Kelly says, sorry, I try to keep it to Eastern, but then I get confused in my brain and start streaming late. Yeah, don't do that. Christina is here. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Christina. And she says, hi, Kelly. And she says all the hellos to Molly, Agent T, Livia, Daniela, Andy, Allie, Ren, and Nina. Doing our afternoon PSA, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring the bell so you hopefully get notified. Usually they're louder when they play in the pool, and they're not being very loud, so I have to keep checking. And I'm like, what are they doing? One's sitting on the side, and the other one's kind of like swimming around. They're too funny. Christina says, woke up before 4 today, and nope, not today. Went back to bed. Just got up again about an hour ago. Finally got some sleep, and I had to get a few things done before coming on to chat. No worries. I'm sorry you had a hard time sleeping, but I'm glad that you did get some sleep. And Christina says, ooh, I just made it. Yay. Christina says, thanks for hosting today, Alicia. Have a beautiful day. You as well. Olivia says, so pretty, Alicia. Thank you. I have to figure out what October's theme is going to be. I mean, I have a generalized Halloween-ish type theme, but I have 2 full-page stickers, and I need to figure out which one I want to use. Because one has a ghosty with a fireplace and kind of has the words from Thriller, the darkness falls across the land, that kind of thing. Or I have like I think it's called Nightmare Carnival. If I do that one, then I might have to order stickers for it. But I do also have some Halloween-ish washi tape, so I could use that as well, which involves a black cat. So I could do either one. So I have to decide which one I'm going to do. And Livia says hi to Christina. Molly says, hey, can someone go to chewy.com and see if it loads? Sure. Yes, it loaded for more. I clicked on cat specifically and it loaded as well. So I don't know, but it did work. Christine says Jen is current live on the Gay Shit Sprint Parade. There is the link for that. So be sure to go and hit the like button and say hello. And then Kelly is next on the Gay Shit Sprint Parade. Try saying that 3 times fast. I almost said Gay Sprint Shit Parade. Because my brain read Gay Sprint Parade. And I was like, nope, that's not right. I'll figure it out. By the time I figure it out, you guys will be done. I'll try, though. Livia to Molly, it loads for me. And Livia had dinner. Livia says, thanks for sprints, Alicia. You're so welcome. Okay, they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there hanging out. Jen from Horror Literati is here. Hello, Alicia and friends. Hello, hello. How are you? have like a cat hair or something. Got it. It was bothering me. It was tickling the tip of my tongue. Christina says, well, Charles had been on the 4 a.m. shift cycle at work, so our schedules are way off. He is off today, and tomorrow starts the 1 p.m. cycle. Oh my goodness. Such a dramatic change. I don't know what that is. Christina says hi to Jen, and Molly says thanks for sprints. You're welcome. I'm guessing that was for the sprints. And then she said carnival. Let me see if I can find the sticker real quick. And I'll show you what I mean. Because I think the carnival one is like something wicked this way comes or something like that. All of my stickers that I'm using for this journal. Here's the ghost one. The ghost one, it says, darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures drawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. You guys should know that lyric for sure. But that's the ghosty one. And then this is the sticker sheet, or one of them, that goes with the carnival. So I could use that one, but then let me see. I'm going to put that like that so I remember. There's all the other ones. I think it's in here. Maybe not. Hold on, I thought it was in here. There's these. Oh, it's not in here. I thought it was. There's the book dragons. Nope, that's the ghost one. Ah, here it is. This is the other sticker. Something wicked this way comes. So that one is the other option. But these would be for the full page sticker one. And then any of the stickers like this would be the accents. So I do have those. And then if I can find him real quick. We do have black flowers. And this is the cat. So he has he's inside of a potion bottle. He's inside of the middle of a pentagram. There's him sitting on a shelf with a skull. So you can tell I've used some of it. But then there's him with a pumpkin and bat wings. As we go through, he's sitting on a shelf. He's in front of the moon. He's wrapped up like a mummy, a witch, so on and so forth. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking for Halloween. And I do have other ones that have red with flowers and skulls. So I'm thinking that as well. So we'll see. I have to see. I'll have to lay it all out and see what I like. But those are my options for October. Molly says, yuck for a 4 a.m. schedule. I agree, because I don't need to be up that early. And Molly says, Jen. And Molly says, thank you for checking Chewy. You're welcome. Jen says, I'm good, trying to finish some writing and then spread the rest of this rainy day reading. Ooh, yes. I want to be reading. But I will. At some point today. Or this weekend. Although we're going to be building the next bookcase. So much spooky goodness. Love Halloween so much. Me too. Jen, have you seen the updated library picture? We have the first bookcase in place. And Molly says, me too. It's so funny. They're just literally just sitting there, like standing and waiting in the water. They're too funny. I might move some of this outside and continue working on it because I want to get it done. But at the same time, I do need to work on other things, and I can take my laptop out there and work. That's why I'm like, I don't know what to do. Oh dear God. I almost got stabbed with my scissors. Bad scissors. Where'd they go? These are sharp little buggers. That's why when I'm not using them, I put their little protective thing on. Same with the tweezers. They have little covers to protect me from stabbing. And Jen says, I haven't, but we'll check it out. Oh, I can't wait for you to see it. I absolutely love the color palette, and I can't wait to get the other bookcases in. I think it's going to work, and if I need any more than this, oh gosh, they threw a ball into the big pool, and they're trying to use their pool noodles to get it. And the ball is sitting dead center in the pool. I think they're going to get it, though. If not, I'll go out there and get it. But I think the shelves will work perfectly. We do have to anchor them to the wall, which I am leaving completely up to my husband and his dad because they're 8-foot bookcases. And the walls that they are going on, the wall that they're going on is cinder block on the other side because that's almost like an exterior wall. So I said, yes, we're going to have to anchor them because 8 foot tall. But I let him do it. I just decorate, okay? I don't think of the safety protocols. That's what he's for. I mean, I do, but I think of him, but he takes care of all that. Did they get it? I'm going to have to go rescue the ball. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me today. I will be on sprints on Sunday, so be sure to check those out. You guys will get to see the room as it's updated, and I will see you guys next time. Happy crafting. Hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Be sure to check out the sprints that are coming up, and I will see you all